I am from the coast, guys. I'm from Santa Marta, Colombia. Um, but I've been living in Medellin for the past 2 years. Are you a good contact for cosmetic surgeries coordination? I'm trying to get into the medical tourism industry too, but just like my name, Paola Dansker Stans, that's my username on Instagram. So if you guys want to add me, you can add me on Instagram. Sí, soy costeña. I'm from the coast. They call me costeña in Colombia because I'm from the coast. Yeah, guys, it's a lot going on. And I'm not gonna sit here and judge like every American for what some of them are doing. But if I can make you, aware of it so you can act more consciously when you're here, then that would be great.
But let's pull up your IG, because I really like one of the things that I really like following you on IG regarding the restaurants that you go to in Medellin.
Okay.
And some of the things that you go to in Medellin. I really enjoy those spots. Let's get to some of the spots. I mean, I see that you travel. A lot of guys don't realize that, and I don't know if Paola is I keep saying Pi, but Paola is playing golf in Medellin, but Medellin has three amazing golf courses.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Cali has 2 golf courses there as well. And she's looking, Miss Diva-ish, like always. But I always see you at some amazing restaurants, some amazing eateries throughout Medellin. For example, this spot right here is a really nice spot.
It's a hotel actually very close to, it's in Jerez Park. It's a nice high-end hotel that I would recommend for sure.
Yeah, so when you guys go to her YouTube, to her Instagram, or to her TikTok, you'll see some great spots to go to throughout Colombia to really enjoy. What's this area right here?
This is Brazil.
Oh, that's in Brazil? Oh, yeah, you did go to Brazil. That's right. That is right, ma'am. I see you enjoying your beach life. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Oh, that one with the white dress is my favorite restaurant in Medellin. It's called Ritual. That the SNR is amazing. It has good food. If you want to find some good steak like ribeye, picanha, you will find it there. It's good for for environment. Has an amazing view and it's good food.
Let me ask you this. I watched a YouTube video a couple of months ago that interviewed you in regards to what you look for in a mate. We're going to come back to your IG, but what is it that you or women such as yourself, not just to put you, but you and your girls, if you're looking for a man, I'm not getting your business whether you're single or not single, but for a woman such as yourself, if you were single, let's put it like that, what would you look for in a guy? I know you mentioned in the video that you kind of, like my wife, enjoy being in a relationship with guys from other cultures and in other countries. But what else do you look for in a guy that says, you know what, I'll give him a chance?
A man who is, so there is things that I like. Of course, a masculine man, like he is a man who is consistent, a man who does what he says he's gonna do, and a man who is not easily influenced by his environment. Like those are like values that I really value in a man. I think that, and of course, if he's family oriented and ambitious, because I think if he has those qualities, he can go broke, but he can never be poor. There is no way a man with those qualities can have a poor mentality.
True.
So, yeah.
That is so true. I'm glad that you said that. A man that's ambitious, because a man that's ambitious can lose it all and still somehow, some way within 6 months, he's got it all back because he is a part of who he is to accomplish goals, even if things begin to falter. So that's absolutely correct. So she said consistency. You heard what she said, guys. Consistency is what women such as yourself look for. Those are the same qualities that my wife was looking for in me. And Andrea was adamant about the masculine part. She is attracted to a gentleman and a very manly man. She wants to walk in all of her femininity because I walk in all of my masculinity. Go ahead, Paola.
Absolutely, as it should be. You know, I think this modern world, and which I'm part of course, I got it like all like twisted and messed up, and making men believe that being masculine is a bad thing, or women thinking that wanting children and being feminine is a bad thing. But actually, no. It's I'm from the coast, and in the coast, like, people still keep certain family values and structures where the men are like very masculine and women are like very, you know, women talk a lot on the coast, but they more submissive because it's like the guys, okay, you gotta do what I gotta do. Sometimes they even call them machistas, but it's just different than here, than Medellin. So yeah, I think a man being masculine is everything for a woman, or at least for a woman with certain, you know, qualities.
True.
And or more traditional. Because there is women that I have female friends that they don't like dominant guys. They don't like guys that, you know, that per se. One of my friends, if a guy will say, okay, I see you in this restaurant at this time, or I'll pick you up if you want me to, whatever. She said, okay, why didn't you let me choose the restaurant? Like, so there is women's like that too. So your masculinity is attractive if it's for a woman who is looking for it, of course.
That's true. That's so true. I think one of the misconceptions that people have about Colombian women, they believe that most Colombian women are traditional, and that there are very few, what we call back home, the modern woman that is, independent and things like that. No matter where you go in the world, guys, there is at least a little bit of the modern woman that feels like I can do it myself. I don't need a man, blah, 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 as much as a traditional woman. I got a question for you. We're about to do a Kevin Samuels real quick. Rate yourself from 1 to 10. You know, 10, I'm a diva, I'm all that, I'm the finest.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go.
Not this.
But you cannot use,
I don't like this question.
You cannot use. So now we already got, I'm going to tell you something, Paola. Men have already rated you. So whether you want to realize.
Rate me.
No,
guys, rate me on the comment.
No. Here's the rating. Here's the rating. It's not just external beauty, but it also all the internal things that you bring to the table as a Colombiana. Rate yourself in comparison to, you know, all that you bring to the table, and not just external beauty. Because I've seen you with Instagram photos with makeup and without makeup. We all know that you're gorgeous. We get that. I've seen you in the gym. We just show you showing off the 6-pack. So I already know that you're looking good. But there are other qualities that you have that are really good, and other women in Colombia have that are good. So now you can feel comfortable with rating yourself from 1 to 10. You can't use 7, not just based off of your external beauty, but also the person on the inside. What would you say?
I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like it's so because I feel I'm a great woman in the sense of I have values. I want certain things. I think, you know, I'm beautiful, but scaling myself is like basing what? Like okay, you just mentioned, okay, being the qualities, but who am I comparing myself? Because to rate yourself, you have to be comparing to all the people.
True.
And then and I'm not trying to compare myself, because I feel like every single individual has their own process, you know. And so I don't know, it's just not something that I do. I'm not trying to come off like, oh, she can't rate herself. No, it's just I just don't know what to give me, honestly, because I would have to compare myself to other people, and then I don't do that.
I'll tell you why I asked that question. I knew what your response was going to be, because I find a lot of Colombianas and women in South America don't think like women in America by rating yourselves. And when I find that Colombian women do, you usually give yourselves lower numbers than who you really are. Like I find Colombian women that are gorgeous and have beautiful demeanors, speak English and everything. And they'll say, well, I'm about a 5, maybe a 6. And you're looking at them like there is no way in the world you're a 5 or 6. But I find that women are a little bit more humble when it comes to compare themselves to another woman. I noticed that down here. So I kind of knew what your response would be, that you're like, you know what, Andre, that's not my thing, and this is why. And I found a lot of Colombian women that are down here. Now, no matter where you go in the world, there's going to be some divas that I'm a 10, that can't nobody beat me. There are always going to be some women like that. But what I found for the most part, most Colombian women are extremely humble. So let's go, guys. Paola says, okay, you guys, right, that's right. U.S. women could never, that's absolutely correct. U.S. women would never say, you know what, I don't do that. They will easily come up with a number. So let's go ahead, guys. Paola said she gave you the clearance to say, what number do you guys give Paola in all her demeanor, all her beauty, not just external beauty, but also her internal beauty. For what you guys have seen, what would you give her? And you can't use 7. What numbers would you give? Let me see what you guys put in the chat.
This feels so weird.
Yeah, and it should feel weird. But the reason why I say this, and the reason why I have no problem with this, is this reason why. Men do it anyway. Don't ever think that a man is not, from a glance or from a conversation. I'm going to say this again. They'll either see you and rate you, or they'll hear you in a conversation and see your inner beauty, and they'll rate you anyway. I did that with my wife. I do that with every person. Every woman that I've ever met falls in a category, a ranking. I don't know why we do it as men, but subconsciously we do that. The guys are putting in 9s and 8s, 10s. Yes, sir. I think so too. I think whoever whoever your man is, or whoever your man was, fumbled, like we say in the States, fumbled the bag. He messed up. Whoever your man is a very fortunate man, because you do give off a lot. You can't use 7, 8s and 9. That's all I'm saying. 8s, 9s, 10s. One brother said 11 and a 10 for the inside, for your inner beauty. A 9.5. There we go.
Thank you guys. I don't know.
yeah, we're not exaggerating. Now, this is a question I have for you, because you kind of hinted on that. Do Colombian women see most foreign men as future husbands, future boyfriends, future wives? And I'll tell you why I asked that question, Paola. A lot of men, like I said, Americans and Europeans think we get off the plane and you women going to automatically want me because I've got money in my pocket and I'm American and I have American citizenship, blah, 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 blah. And they automatically assume that they don't have to go to the gym. They don't have to put on any colognes. Remember, guys, cologne of the day is Fragrance World Imperium. Great fruit fragrance, very masculine, very, oh yeah, that's a good one. Cologne. And so, like I always say, have your cologne game good. But a lot of us make the mistake of believing that just because we get off a plane and we're European or we're Canadian or from the US, that most Colombianas are going to be attracted to us. That is not true. Am I correct?
Yes, it is not true, guys. It is not true. And it comes again down to the fact that what women you're talking about, because if it's a woman that she wants the money, yeah, you're going to be 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter how fat you are. Because at the end of the day, she's not for you. She's not being genuine. She just wants, get the benefit out of you. But this is like here or in the States or in China. If two guys goes to the beach and they don't say how much money they have, they don't say what they do, they don't say anything. Just by physical appearance, you put those two guys and you put women to choose. Women are always going to choose the guy who is taking best care of himself. If we remove the money factor, the safety factor, all these factors beside physical appearance, It's true. So the more you take care of yourself, the more you're gonna attract women here or in China, guys. And also, it's gonna determine the type of women you are attracting to your life.
That is so true. That is so true. Even Kevin Samuels and other men have always attested to the fact that women are attracted to men that take care of themselves physically. Like I always say, look good, smell good, make sure that your clothes are ironed. One thing that Colombian women are attracted to is not necessarily the name brand, but are your clothes ironed? Are your clothes, you have a white t-shirt on, is it clean? If you have on jeans, are your jeans ironed and you're clean? What about your tennis shoes? It doesn't matter if you have on Air Jordans or if you have on LeBrons, but if you can have on Converse, but are those Converse clean? That's what.
Because also what foreigners need to understand that just like Latinas are very, feminine, like vanitas, is that word in English? Like they
vanity.
take care of themselves, vanity and all that. The guys too, like in their own, in between their own masculine frame, but they do. You sit in Medellin, like tomorrow, Sunday, I go every Sunday running. The amount of people usually running and the guys that you see, like all athletes and the way they present themselves, they can be like from the hood sometimes. And I'm not saying all guys from the hood can dress, but they be looking good in in their own clothes and stuff like that. I posted actually here. I don't have I have a YouTube channel, which is this one. I'm gonna start more active on this and post about investment, traveling, and lifestyle. But I do have some shorts posted. And one of my shorts, I'm talking about gringos. You need to stop going on dates to high-end places here in flip-flops, in like dressing bad, because it's embarrassing. Like, for example, me as a woman that lives here, that works and everything, and I guarantee you, just like your dentist, if I'm gonna go out on a date with you and I'm in a restaurant where it's local people, middle and upper class, I don't want to be seen with a guy that can't present himself in the best way, meaning he can't dress properly for his environment. Why are you wearing flip-flops in a high-end restaurant? And then a lot of people are in the comment, you can see the video, guys is like, oh, but it doesn't matter no, if you're too close to understand that you need to adapt to your environment and circumstances, then you, like me personally, I don't even want to be with a man like that, because it's like me going to the bank in a swimwear, two-piece swimwear. Why would I go to the bank in a two-piece swimwear? I'm not going to swim. I'm not going to show my body on the bank, So adaptability is very important, guys.
Absolutely.
It is very important. Women that are doing something, or even if she's a waitress too, but she's working, a hard-working woman, she don't want to be embarrassed with her friends and maybe the people that could see her in that restaurant with a guy who is like, oh, look at that local gringo there in chanclas, in flip-flops in this restaurant. Because people here do care about, not others' opinion, but definitely their circle's opinion of, oh, she's dating this stupid gringo that can't even, So I'm just being honest, and I'm just speaking for those who are not speaking, guys.
I have to agree 100%. Carolinas. Go ahead.
Sorry. And I'm just saying in the comment, and no, guys, that doesn't mean you need to come in with a suit and a corbata. How you say corbata in English?
A tie or
a tie.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to come to a tie. You don't have to dress up like Mr. I don't know. You just need to dress accordingly. Like, you can put on a pants and a t-shirt that is iron and looks nice, and some clothes, sneakers, and you're fine. What I'm trying to do is when you're too out of the place to be in that place, like it's just not making sense. Why you wearing like shorts and flip-flop and how you say the shirts that are like just like these?
A tank top, or we call them wife beaters. But it's a tank top for men. They can come in white, they can come in black, they can come in red, but they're just kind of very casual. And guys will have those on. And she's giving you some great. I've said this 100 times. So don't, you are not alone. And now to hear it coming from you, a woman, like I said, you Southern boys that like to wear your sandals, your chunglers, in other words, with your socks. I'm telling you, I have walked away from men here in Colombia that want to walk next to me. I'm like, dude, you're not going to walk next to me in sandals and socks. Hell, are you crazy? Be in Colombia, man. You're not about to embarrass me. So if me as a man who's from the States don't want you walking next to me in Colombia with socks and sandals or chunglers on, how much more a Colombiana or even Colombian men don't want to be walking with you with your socks and sandals? And I know I'm on vacation, Andre. I should be able to dress like I want to with my shorts and my socks and sandals. Dress how you want to. But as adult men, we all know there are repercussions for our actions. So if you only get, here's the kicker. If you only get women that are party girls, pay for play, or scammer women coming your way because you're wearing shorts and sandals and socks, and good women don't come your way, you can't get mad at the results you're getting. You can't get mad because of what took place due to somebody's looking good.
Guys, and also I hear all the time saying, oh, I only bring this to Colombia because people told me don't go there too flashy, you're gonna get robbed, this and that. I get it. But one thing is being flashy and one thing is dressing accordingly. Being flashy is you wearing all these chains outside and then being seen by the local people, oh, this guy is wearing chains and everything. But you can bring your watch, you can bring your sneakers, you can bring like your long pants too, like jeans, not even pants, but jeans, long jeans.
True.
And that's it. Because let me tell you something, you can even wear here your watch. If you're wearing a Rolex, ain't nobody here gonna recognize a Rolex. Only other Colombian or other foreigners that have money and are able to afford this type of brand are gonna say, that man is wearing a Rolex. And then if it's another Colombian who has that type of money, he's not interested in robbing you. So it's like, of course, but now if you're walking on the street with a chain that say, rob me here, but in diamonds, you're gonna get robbed, especially if you go, to areas that you don't know. But being flashy and dressing accordingly is two different things. And then when people say, oh, I'm just here for a few days and stuff like that. Yeah, if you're here for 2 days just to go to the beach, if you're in Cartagena, that's fine. But Medellin is a city. Medellin. Hey, how are you?
Let's see who is it.
Paula said hello.
Hello to Paola too. I know that I got the how do you say the screen?
The screen.
And the camera over here. That's where I'm looking most. It is what it is. But I hope that everybody doing great this Saturday. And obviously, hello to Paola. Thank you so much for being in Andrea Love Crossing Borders. But yeah. Hello to everyone. 166 people here. Okay, That's great.
All right.
Great. Okay.
All right, sexy boo.
Take care, everybody. And Paola, thank you so much for being here and clarify all the situation in Medellin and everything. It's crazy, but it is
No, thank you guys for having me.